Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and this morning we're visiting with Kristin Hildabrand, Warren County Extension Agent for Horticulture. Good morning, Kristin.
Good morning, Joanna.
Now, one of Kristin's gifts is beautifying pretty much anything she touches. And outside, we have a beautiful flower garden that's a demonstration garden for people to come by and see.
Yes, and it's really nice and full for this time of year. You know, like we're pretty much a little bit past summer now, midsummer, I guess I should say. And this is one of my favorite projects that I get to work on. And you're right, like whenever we start it from its infancy and get to see it now, it really does make a big, big difference. So just to kind of walk you through a little bit more about, these are our 2021 annual flower garden trials. I know it's been several years that we've done this project, but each year it's very different because we evaluate 20 different annual flowers in our trial beds. So the way that the process starts is generally kind of like towards the end of April. We're getting the raised beds ready because everything that we have predominantly on the west side of our facility here is in raised beds, so it's easy for us to care for. But at the end of April, we're getting things kind of prepped and ready, and then the first part of May, or generally the second week of May, we're getting things in the ground and planted. And so we have a big volunteer basis here through our Extension Master Gardener project. We have them actually doing a lot of the planting. And so it's really fun to watch this project start and then see where it goes. Now, with those variety trials that we do, we're evaluating twice each month to see how they perform against pests, disease, especially, you know, as you get into the summer months, the stress, especially through the summer heat and things like that, can really play a toll on it. So it's really nice to kind of see how these bedding plants or annual flowers perform. And for a lot of home residents, annual flowers can provide a lot of benefit and beautification. So generally bloom time ranges anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. And so there's a little bit of some maintenance that master gardeners have to do, not only just through watering but fertilizing. They also have to do some deadheading so that way they can remove the spent blooms, so that way new blooms keep forming. And so it's a really interesting project. We go all the way to the month of October, and it's really sad to see it end because it is really so pretty, and it's really attracted a lot of different bees and pollinators like butterflies, and it's just a really nice demonstration plot that a lot of folks can come by and see if they'd like to.
Absolutely, because sometimes these are new varieties on the market, and so let's talk about some of those.
Yeah, I have my favorites, Joanna, so I have a few I want to make sure I touch on. So there's one, it's a summer snapdragon, it's called Angelonia. We have two different varieties that are really, really pretty. One's an Aria soft pink, so it's a nice soft pink color, and then the other one's kind of more of a purple color. It's the Aria Purple. So those two seem to be my favorites because they're a little bit taller and the blooms are really reminiscent of what a snapdragon looks like. So that one's one of my favorites. The other one that we have is Canna, and it's one of the tallest ones that we have in our annual flower garden trials. So we have Cannaova Red, which is really, really pretty. It does attract a lot of different bees and butterflies. I haven't seen any hummingbirds yet, but Cannaova Red and Cannaova Yellow, and so those are two nice colors that we have with the Canna series. There's also Dahlia, and so with the two that we have featured with the Dahlia species is that we've got really a double type bloom to it. Hasn't really shown its color true yet. I think the further we get into fall it's going to get even more beautiful, but we've got Hypnotica Lavender and then the Hypnotica Red 2019 series, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how that one does later on for us in the season. And then one of my favorites is the Lantana. It will grow in hot, hot sun, and most of all of these plants that we have take full sun, so anywhere from at least 6 to 8 hours of sunlight. So the two we have there are Havana Harvest Moon and Havana Sunset. They're very, very pretty. I highly recommend those. And then one of my other favorites that I really, really like, and it's one of my favorites, is Pentas. And so it's more of a star cluster. That's kind of how the bloom is structured. It looks like a star that's in a, it looks like stars that are in clusters, excuse me. So there's a butterfly light lavender that's a little bit lighter, and then there's a butterfly red that's really, really pretty, and it does attract a lot of different pollinators. If you have an interest and want to check it out, we will have things that you can actually see with the trial beds, but we also will be posting things throughout on our Facebook page at Warren County Agriculture.
All right, thanks Kristin for the information. If you have questions, make sure to contact your local extension office. Thanks for watching and have a great day.